Dr. Lori Friesen. I'm the creator of a reading program for second grade students called How Dogs Help Kids Read and Succeed in the Classroom that was inspired by my doctoral research in education. This program is a fun and innovative approach to dramatically improving reading fluency and comprehension and increasing children's safety around and compassion for dogs. When I first began teaching elementary school more than 15 years ago, my students begged me to bring my 6-pound multi-poo puppy Tango to school. I worried about bringing a dog into my classroom because more than 400,000 incidents of dog bites to children are documented each year in the United States. So, as part of a highly motivating language arts unit, I first taught my students how to meet a new dog and how to read a dog's body language. I also taught them behaviors that were okay and not okay around dogs. And finally, when the children were ready, Tango arrived. During their precious supervised 10 minutes of what we called Tango time, the students could gently play with my puppy or just pet her and visit with her. But you can imagine my surprise when my students began bringing books to read to her. You know she's a dog, right? I wanted to say to them. But even my most reluctant readers were reading to her. I soon learned that Tango was the non-judgmental audience my students had been looking for to practice emerging reading skills with. I was fascinated. As a teacher, I know that by 4th grade, 67% of children in the United States are not reading at grade level. And research indicates that it's rare for a child to catch up with their peers once they've fallen behind. But we all know that the latest NAAP report indicates that children who read for fun score above grade level in national reading assessments. How Dogs Help Kids Read and Succeed in the Classroom is a proven, fun, 10-week school curriculum for second grade students that meets 18 Common Core state standards in language arts. Using stuffed dogs as reading buddies, this program inspires children to become motivated and confident readers while also teaching students compassion for dogs and how to be safe around them. Grounded in solid research and built on established principles in education, this program is highly endorsed by district administrators, principals, and teachers, as well as by parents and by children themselves. So when you adopt this program at your school, you can be sure that you will get the best experience possible for your teachers, students, and parents. So how does this work exactly? At the beginning of the program, each student is given their very own stuffed dog to name and foster at school. Each week, the children participate in experiential, engaging lessons at school involving their stuffed pets. Incorporating high-quality children's literature, students learn new concepts and skills at school and then practice them at home with their parents and family pets or stuffed animals through targeted weekly bone work or homework challenges. Each lesson focuses on a specific reading skill, and parents are provided with clear resources in English and in Spanish to help their children master these skills each week at home. Children and their parents learn new word study strategies, comprehension strategies, and fluency techniques. For example, children learn word study strategies for when they come across a word they struggle with. We call these tricky trouble words. They write each of these words down and place them into their customized tricky trouble words doggy bags. Each week, children systematically practice their tricky trouble words as part of their weekly bone work challenge, giving themselves a check mark whenever they figure out the word right away. When they have 3 check marks beside the word, they get to take that word out of their doggy bag and print it onto their bonework page. When children bring their completed bonework back to school each week, they transfer their newly mastered tricky trouble words onto their very own I'm Doggone Brilliant boards. As students chart their individual growth, their confidence blossoms and their reading scores soar. For example, Sabrina learned 61 new words during this program, which she was proud to read to her classmates. And at parent-teacher conferences this year, Haley's mom told her teacher that Haley disliked reading in 1st grade and that it was a great struggle. She wouldn't read with her mom at home or even if she was in the same room. Because of this program, Haley read with her mom for the very first time. She read with her favorite stuffed dog at home, and her mom was so thankful that Haley finally loved reading and was willing to read with her. By the end of the program, Haley's I'm Doggone Brilliant board was full of real tricky trouble words, and she could read every single one of them. Another parent commented that reading used to be a hassle for her son Jose before starting the program. She said that he was never motivated and felt he was being punished every time he had to read. Since being in the program, he can't stop wanting to read. He carries a book everywhere and reads every chance he gets. He He sees how fun it is. He's also formed a stronger connection with our family dog, Zoe. He loves this program. At the end of the program, students participate in a doggone awesome reading celebration and adoption ceremony where students say a love pledge to their plush dogs before taking them home to become part of their families. Parents and teachers celebrate learning, and kids have fun. But does this really work? Well, children who participated in this program increased oral reading fluency by 16 words per minute on average, as measured by Dibbles, and increased 1.4 levels on average, as measured by Lexia Reading Core 5 data. And the best part? The children who struggled the most in reading made the greatest progress. So what do parents say? 90% of parents stated that they felt this program helped their child to become a better reader. 91% stated that they enjoyed participating in this program with their child. 93% stated that this program helped their child's confidence in reading. And 91% stated that they noticed a positive difference in their child's kindness towards animals. So what do teachers say?
How Dogs Help Kids Read and Succeed in the Classroom is an innovative program that brings joy to students. My students absolutely loved reading with their stuffed dogs. The dogs motivated the students to increase their reading stamina. The students couldn't get enough reading time. The tricky trouble word strategy encouraged my students to choose books that were slightly over their reading levels so they were able to learn new words. The children love being able to add their new words to their I'm doggone brilliant boards. This is a fantastic program to help students improve their reading skills. My students and I were blessed to be part of the program.
My name is Mike Long. I'm principal at Rio Vista Elementary School in Cathedral City. I loved having the dog program out at Rio Vista Elementary School. Closure on the program was fantastic. It was really cute. Our students had the opportunity to adopt the pets that they had fostered all throughout the program. I would strongly encourage this program. I think anytime you have an opportunity to provide dogs and reading, that's a good combination. But it gives students an opportunity to really express their love of reading with animals.
And what do students say?
I really like this program, and I think other people should do it because this program is really fun, especially with the bone work.
I think other kids should do it. Definitely.
My favorite thing of the program is my doggone brilliant bird because we learn our present and our tricky trouble words and our dog house, and we learn everything from our dogs, and we love our dogs in our heart, and we love dogs so much, and we care about them so much.
Well, this program is all about love and care about your dogs. Whoever gave us these, they're really kind of nice, and it's her. And the dogs love us. We love them too.
I really liked when we read with our dogs. It was really fun. I think every second grade child should do this, or like every single classroom.
One of the things I love most about Loving All Animals is that you are truly rescuing animals and saving those who have been abused, mistreated, or forgotten. I am so grateful that I met Lindy and Lori over 3 years ago, and that I'm now a small part of the wonderful work that Loving All Animals is doing in the Valley. But what if we could also, at the same time as we're rescuing animals, actually prevent them from being mistreated or abandoned at all? It's only through educating the next generation about how to treat animals with love, compassion, and respect that we're going to be able to prevent animals from being abused or relinquished to shelters or worse in the first place. How Dogs Help Kids Read and Succeed in the Classroom purposely plants the idea of fostering and then adopting a dog in a young child's mind. We teach the children what being a shelter dog means, and we ask them to consider what kind of a life that dog might have had before entering the shelter. We challenge children to think about what they can do to help animals in their own communities and in their own backyards. We teach kids that dogs have feelings just like we do, that they have personalities and preferences, and we teach them the kinds of behaviors that scare dogs and cause dogs to feel stress. All of these lessons not only help to build compassion in a young child's heart, but prevent children from getting bitten by their beloved family pets because they just didn't know how to behave around or build a genuine bond with their dogs. By the end of this first program, 5 families that we know of adopted dogs from shelters, and one family even adopted a mother and her pup from a shelter. One parent commented, "My daughter has learned love and compassion through this program. It has taught her kindness beyond compare that we actually adopted a dog towards the end of the program. She now loves reading with our new little member of the family." Now, some schools I've approached about implementing this program have indicated that it's just too expensive for them to fund themselves. The financial support of Loving All Animals will mean that we can teach this program to 400 children or more and their families in at least 4 schools this next school year. I will happily put "Lovingly Donated" by Loving All Animals on the backs of our little stuffed dogs and will express my gratitude on my website, on my Facebook page, and on my Twitter feed. And of course, the board will be invited to the adoption ceremonies at the end of the programs so you can experience the magic of this program for yourselves and so we can publicly thank Loving All Animals for this incredible gift. Thank you very much for considering my heartfelt request.